Hello, everybody. This is Susan and Nick from Superstar Communicator. We are a live stream and also we create this into a podcast. And this is all about using communication to connect with other people, to have better business conversations. And today we're going to talk about the power of videos for human connection. Now, in a world that is far more digital, where people are using social media far more, although we know that successful marketing is not exclusively social media, that we are sending messages via email, WhatsApp, whatever, um, and we're losing some human connection. Using videos for human connection is a very, very powerful way to connect with other people. And I'm going to pick the brains of Nick, who is the co-host on Superstar Communicator, because part of your business, Nick, is creating videos for some of your clients. So welcome, Nick. I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Good. I'm pleased to hear it. So tell me what you feel videos are.
I think they're sort of small snippets of information, small or large snippets. As a composer, previously we would make events of concerts, and then the film was invented, and films were amazingly successful because of their kind of stimulation. They showed what was happening on the screen, but they could also have music, um, and there was an expansive growth of those kind of films. And now, leading up to the today, we have an almost saturation of videos and things that are able to stimulate us because of that kind of visual element. So videos are basically a storytelling advice that you can use to show off or portray a story you want to tell.
And are these very long? Are they 30 minutes long? Are they an hour? How do they work?
It all differs what you want to do, really. You can have 1 or 2 hour podcasts that people can put on in the background, or you can have 1 minute snippets of a conversation or a story. And it all depends on what the director wants and what you want to get out of that um, uh, story.
And why are they important from a communication point of view?
I think there's the human element. There's the element that you can fully involve yourself or imagine yourself in this scenario, that helps you be able to understand what's going on in the story.
So can you give some examples of videos that you have been editing for some of your clients?
Yes, so more recently I edited um, 1 minute videos, 28 1 minute videos on insights of an accountancy coach. And she basically made these videos, wrote the script, filmed herself, and I essentially added the captions. And this was a brilliant learning curve for both of us because it helps you be able to write that kind of amount of content, and from my perspective, quickly edit that kind of material, cut any elements that aren't involved. And the end product is 28 minutes of content that you can post whenever you want, consistently once a week or something like that. And when you do that consistently, it builds up to a following. So it's very useful.
Now, you say about posting. What do you mean by posting and where?
Yeah, it depends where what your brand is. In this case, it was an accountancy firm, and that is hyper business. So it would be on LinkedIn, posting on LinkedIn with a very focused approach of career advising. So these videos would be posted once a month or once a week, fully about uh, career coaching for accountants. But in the case of other things, I was involved in an art exhibition where we created lots of content around the subject of art and music and musicians, and that was posted on Instagram because it was a kind of less career focused, more artistic, creative element.
Do you ever use TikTok? Because I know some people use TikTok.
I personally don't, because the benefits and drawbacks of social media are amazing, but TikTok is rather too addictive. I've never actually used it, and I expect I wouldn't use it unless it was deemed useful for me. As a composer, it is essentially the most creative and open space for music at the moment, in my opinion. And from a perspective of business, I think it's sort of a thing that people are more jumping into now, where originally it would have just been the younger generation using an excuse to create their own content. But now I think people are realizing it's also a great search engine, much like YouTube.
It's interesting, isn't it? Thinking about who you're wanting to target and what the purpose is of the video, because you mentioned about LinkedIn being more business minded, whereas when you did your art exhibition, you were using Instagram. You also mentioned about subtitles? Can you explain a little bit more about those?
So yeah, so the visual element of a video is amazingly stimulating, and it means that people are more likely to watch the entire thing. And um, people don't always want to listen to the audio of a video, so captions are an amazing tool for uh, simply raising that chance of success for video to be watched over and over again. And if you have captions, depending on the design, you can essentially make those kind of videos more interactive with the use of captions.
Now, what are your top tips for using videos?
It depends what you want out of it, but the from my perspective, um, content can be as easy as a simple conversation.
Like
You
we're
can
having?
we're having, yeah, and you can take this conversation, which might end up being 10 or 30 minutes, and cut it up into small snippets, small quotes that you can then either write out into text or post on social media. And it's that simple, as long as you do it consistently. Um, and I think that's in essence what video editing is, or the video making is. It's essentially creating content that can be consumed by people who have that kind of interest and want to learn more.
Can it also be used for showcasing a particular event like you did with the art event? Do you have anything that's coming up in your diary to edit?
Yeah, one of the things about being a creative, someone who's editing and creating things, is a show reel, which would be really important. It's a really important video thing that you have up your sleeve whenever you're networking or building connections. You want to have something that's readily available to show your expertise, your skills, and a show reel can be extremely useful. For instance, I've made show reels for my own music, show reels for performers, and most recently, someone has organized a charity event involving lots of drinks and a golf course. So I will be editing the materials that she got from her filming, interviews and things at the event, driving the golf buggies, and cutting that into a consumable show reel that can showcase this event. People found it fun, that kind of thing, and that can be shown, posted on LinkedIn or social media.
That sounds brilliant. Before we go, obviously, this is work that you do. You have your own business editing. Can you say about how people could contact you directly if they're interested in having a conversation around you doing some video editing for them?
Yeah, so the best way for me is LinkedIn. I frequently use it every day, and that's, in my opinion, the most business-like social media that you can simply reach out to other people you're interested in working with. And I also have my website, which is mainly a music website, but it also showcases my video editing. And I think those two places, this live stream, you can go through this live stream to my profile.
And just for people who are listening, what is your website address?
It's nicksimonmusic.co.uk.
Brilliant. So remember, if you are thinking or considering using videos as part of your marketing to either showcase your expertise or to share knowledge, do get in touch with Nick. I'm sure that he would be able to help you. So thank you very much for watching and for listening today. This is Susan and Nick from Superstar Communicator. We are passionate about you being better, being effective in all business conversations, and this includes video. So don't forget to get in touch with us if you've got questions and ideas of things that you would like us to discuss. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.